Hey guys, it's Dr. Meredith. Today we're going to be doing our scary, terrifying, gruesome story today. The one I picked out for today is about a neighbor who sneaks into his neighbor's attic. We'll call him the Peking Tom for now because I don't want to do any spoilers. So with that, let's jump into it. A man was caught breaking into a neighbor's attic, catching a peek in his bedroom through a vent when a camera caught it all on film. Kennedy the father often heard someone or something above his bedroom, even saw some light activity, maybe a possible flashlight coming through the vents that are above his head that lead to the attic. After a few more occasions of this, he ended up calling the cops and told them he assumes or feels like gut instinct that someone is watching his wife, his baby, or even himself. The police questioned the neighbor about the activity in the footage, which he said he couldn't get into the space without a ladder. The neighbor denied going to Kennedy's property, but in the footage it's clear that a man looking like his neighbor peers into his attic through a little cut hole which leads from his property to Kennedy's property, and when he enters he looks to have a drill in his hand and a flashlight. In the footage it shows the man lying down on top of one of the vents that are in the attic that is actually right above the baby's crib and in view of Kennedy's bed. This is where it gets a little creepy if it hasn't already got creepy enough. This footage shows the man to drill a hole near the vent and observe the scene for about half an hour. He leaves, returning to his own property after. It even gets a little crazier now if you don't think that's enough. Kennedy added that he's seen noticeable drill holes in the common brick wall that's shared between him and the man. When he questioned the 69-year-old man, he responded he had been just doing some construction. Now let's put ourselves in this family's shoes. So you're deep asleep, you're just sitting there laying down, your baby's in the crib next to you, the wife's next to you, you're sleeping, and all of a sudden you get woken up to a squeaky floor. But the squeak sounds like it came from the attic, but you're exhausted. So what do? You close your eyes and you slowly drift back to sleep, because what house doesn't squeak terrifyingly at night? But all of a sudden you hear it again. Then you see a little light coming from one of the vents that are above your head leading to the attic. So you end up falling asleep again, which is natural. We've all heard squeaks in our houses, little weird things going on, and we're just so exhausted or so terrified that we just try to pretend nothing's happening and we just drift back to sleep. Then it seems to repeat itself many nights after another, after another, after another. So you finally had enough. So you go up in the attic and you place some cameras. So you finally check the feed after about a week or two, and what do? You see your neighbor opening some type of false door that he cut himself that leads from his attic to your attic. So you see your neighbor approach your attic from a false door that he made himself. You see him fully into your attic. He's fully inside your attic now, and you're in shock, you're in panic, you can't believe what you're seeing. Your heart is racing, and then you see him lay down in your attic and you see him peeping through the vents, and he's looking right at your baby's crib. I can't imagine the feel of disgust or horror this family went through, especially with having a newborn with them. Well, they did finally take this man to court, where he was already actually being charged for burglary charges. That's all the information I have right now that I could actually look up and process. You know how court is, it gets pushed back, things are in the way. So hopefully this man does not get out and he gets punished for his crimes, and hopefully this never happens again to any other family, because that is very traumatizing. Your time watching this, as always, be careful out there.